Hey guys, Joshua here from This Is Something, and today I'm bringing you another great episode of This Is Swordplay. Hey guys, welcome back to This Is Swordplay, and this episode we're doing something a little bit different. We've had a lot of requests for Seax knife review, and I love the Seax knife. It's a cool weapon, it's a cool tool, and certainly there's a lot of companies making them, and they can range in prices from pretty decent to pretty extravagant. And we decided we wanted to do a budget Seax, something that everybody can go out and get themselves right away. And with having said that, this is what we picked up. This is the studded wooden Seax, and my brother loved it so much he actually picked up the lobed pommel Viking Seax. They're the same company, they came from the same place. So where did we pick them up? Dark Knight Armoury. That's darkknightarmoury.com. Right along the bottom here, per our usual. And they're running at 33 bucks on Dark Knight Armoury. The shipping was very fair, and the actual shipping speed was very, very good. I got this in 3 days. So really good shipping from Dark Knight. Let's talk real king about the sheath. It is real leather. The construction's a little bit rough, but I happen to kind of like that. I think it just makes it a fun Viking-y sheath. So if I have any complaints, there is this cord, this leather cord that holds the whole sheath together. And you can see it's just kind of looped around. And the problem with that is at the end where they kind of tied it off, you can see behind my finger there, this just a little piece of leather is all that it holds it together. And since I've had this knife, it's popped out a few times. No big deal. I loop back in and pull it tight. If you want to fix this, and I probably will probably do this myself, you can go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joann Fabrics, whatever craft store or hobby store is around you. Just get a longer piece of leather cord, pull this one out, loop it around, and give yourself a bigger. You might want to knot it. So that's the sheath. Not a bad little sheath with this knife. If I can enunciate. Let's talk about the knife itself. Alright? Both the lobed pommel Viking Seax and the studded wooden Seax have the same dimensions. Alright? For the two different knives, it's really more about aesthetics. They are 15.5 inches overall. For those of you using the metric system, that's 39 centimeters. And they have a 10-inch blade, which is 25.5 centimeters about 25.5 centimeters. And I'll tell you what I really like about this Seax knife is that they're kind of heavy, but they're really well balanced. They feel very much like a Bowie knife in the hand. So despite their weight, they're very fast. I can do a lot of cuts very quickly with this knife. So it's a very fast, very fluid knife in the hand. I was really impressed for $33 how well balanced these knives were. Let's just talk about the construction real quick. All right, on the studded wooden Seax, the construction is a little bit rough. Some of the fittings are kind of off to the side a little bit. For me personally, although having said that, I will say this. Having said that, this is solid. I don't see any, it's a solid knife. The craftsmanship is just a little rough. The low pommel Seax has a much tighter construction, and it too feels very solid. So personally, I kind of like that rough craftsmanship. Again, it has that kind of it's a Viking knife. And we'll kind of get into that in just a second, but it's a knife of the Nords, and so for me it's kind of cool to have that rough craftsmanship. It feels kind of like a rough Siemens Seax versus where you have this low pommel Seax that if you're worried about aesthetics, if that's something that maybe rough construction is a kind of a deal breaker for you, maybe check out this low pommel Viking Seax. because it has a much tighter construction to it. As stated before, this is a Viking weapon. These were a Viking weapon. They use these things for everything. You know, they use these for hunting. They use these for skinning animals, gutting fish. They use these in combat. In fact, in Bernard Cornwell's book, The Last Kingdom, he describes how you would use. He describes using this in the shield wall. And while the livery on this shield is more European, it is built more like a Saxon, a 900 Saxon shield or a Viking shield with that metal boss in the center and a single handhold on the back. It's not strapped to my arm. But he describes that in combat you would in a shield wall you would get up underneath the shield and stab up underneath your opponent's shield and nail them from up underneath the shield. You can do that with this. So they would use these for everything. This was an everyday knife. Kind of somewhat like the kukri for the Gurkhas, where it was an everyday, for the Nepalese, where it's an everyday knife, and that's what this is. So having said all that, I'm super impressed with its construction. I'm super impressed with its weight and balance. Let's take it outside. Let's cut with it. So there you go, guys. There was our cut test on these budget Seax knives. Again, we got these at Dark Knight Armoury.
Yep.
Now, what did you think? I mean, like,
oh, it's awesome.
It really is awesome. They really are just mean cutters. They really come through when you're slashing.
I mean, there's so much weight in the blade. It's got that super thick spine. When you slash down, there's a lot of energy just flowing through the cut. No matter what you hit, I think you're gonna at least do some damage.
Yeah. So and as far as thrusting, it has kind of a needle point, and it punctured through everything we hit. These were a lot of fun. So for $33, guys, these are absolutely worth it. 5 stars.
Yeah, all the way.
So we have a little special announcement here, and that is, we had, like I said at the beginning of this episode, we had a lot of requests for the Seax knife, and we've had requests for knives in the past. And we're like, well, do we want to do knives? It's swordplay. We have branched out. We've done kukris before. We've done halberd. Mm-hmm. But how much do we want to branch out? Knives are a subject we could do an entire series about. Mm-hmm. And so that's the question, guys. Comment below. Do you want us to do a series about knife reviews where we just do review knives? I have quite a few, both historical and contemporary. You have quite a few.
Yep.
So. Is that something you guys want to see us do in the future? Do you want to see once a month a knife review on top of our regular sword plays? Comment below, let us know.
Let us know, guys.
And until next time,
I'm Eli.
I'm Joshua.
And this is Swordplay.
We hope you liked today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment because we enjoy chatting with you.
Also, check us out on Instagram and Facebook at This Is Something. All the links are below. Thanks and have a beautiful day.